So we will be starting with isometric view term worksheet, and here we have to solve basically three problems. So this is question number 1, where you can see front view has been given and top view has been given, and in case of front view, origin O is given on left hand side. So where will be the front view drawn? It will be drawn, suppose if I draw a box over here, isometric at 30 degrees, suppose this is 30. So where will be the front view drawn? Suppose this is the origin. Front view will be drawn on right plane or left plane. The front view will be drawn on right plane. Why? Because O is over here and the rest of the dimension is towards right. Right. So that is why this will be the direction of front view. This is the first point. Now before we begin, we will first find out the total length, width and height of the problem. So I'll write down over here length into width into height. What is the total length? Total length of the figure. Here you can observe this is the radius. Some radius has been given here 20. So I'll write down the calculation. Length will be equal to this distance 20 from this point to this point, plus now you can see the front view. Here we have 15, 25 and 45. So plus 15 plus 25 plus 45. So what is the length value coming out to be? कितना आ रहा है? हाँ, length is 105. Now next we will see the width part. Now if you consider the front view, in front view we can see length and we can see height, and if you consider the top view we can see again the length and we can see the width. So here basically what will be the value of width? Width will be equal to addition of this value. Okay, here you can observe this value. So what is this value? 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 15. What is the total? 60. Then last dimension, height is remaining. So here height you can observe 15 plus 15 plus 15. So height is 15 plus 15 plus 15. कितना हुआ ये? This value is 45. So basically we are going to draw a box, and in that front view will be drawn in the right plane. Okay, and the length of that front view, okay, this length will be 105, whereas the height will be 45. Okay, same, it will match over here. Then width is how much? 60. So like this basically we are going to create a box. So here it is not drawn properly, you have to draw it properly. Now how we are going to draw this? Basically here there will be a line, this will be point O, this angle will be 30 degree, this angle will be 30 degree. Now as the point O is over here and in front view point O is over here, this will be the front view length. So that front view length will be over here. So this will be the direction of front view. From here we will see the front view. This will be the left hand side view, and from here we can see the top view. Now here in this question front view has been given, this one front view, and top view has been given. Here you can see the top view. So now basically this shape you will be able to see on this plane somewhere. I mean it could be there anywhere throughout the width, but from this perspective, from this side, you will be able to see this shape. Next, this shape which you can observe in the top view, you will be able to see from the top side. Okay, now obviously we need to find the depth and everything in order to draw this. So we will start this problem, we will understand each feature. Okay, we have to separate the features. So we will start with this portion first. Now if you concentrate on this portion and this one also, total one, this much. If you take the projection in the front view from the top view, you will be able to find this rectangle. Okay, now this rectangle in the top view it will be looking like this, and at the center there is a hole, and in the front view you can see the hidden lines are throughout, means the hole is throughout in the front view. Now how you are going to draw this and where you are going to draw this, how to understand this? See, first of all, you will be able to see this type of rectangle where in the front view, this is the front view, in the front view left bottom corner. So basically this is the front view, front plane. So left bottom corner somewhere over here, you will be able to see this type of rectangle. But now the next question will be exactly where? At this location, backside location, where? Same way, the shape of this in the top view is like this. So basically in the top view, you will be able to see something like this shape. Now this shape is matching with this one. Okay, again the question, where it will be located, on the top side, middle or bottom or any other location. So how you can understand, see, first of all, this in the front view, it is located somewhere at the bottom side, left bottom side, in somewhere over here. It could be anywhere in this region. The next thing is in top view, you will see that it is starting from the center of the top view like this. So basically somewhere over here, that portion will be there. Okay, this is the first feature. Next thing is, see, this line, this feature exactly matches over here in the front view, and here you can observe two lines. This is first line which is there on top side, and this is second line which is there on bottom side. And when you see from the top side, you are able to see this shape. So basically this shape is repeated two times. This line is also indicating this shape, and the bottom line is also indicating this shape. Okay, this is important point. Next, in the front view we can see a rectangle over here like this. If you take the projection of this over here, if you take the projection, meaning this is the one projection, this is another projection. So basically this will be this rectangle, you will be able to see in the front view like this. And what is the depth of the rectangle? If you take the projection, the depth is throughout like this. So basically that rectangle, if it is starting from here, it will end on the back side. Once you have drawn this portion, I have completed. It is basically this complete part. Then we have seen this portion. It is actually this part. Okay, then next part. Here you can see this much portion. If you take the projection, it is matching over here. This line is matching over here. This line is matching over here. Now this portion here you can see in the front view, it is inclined. This is inclined. But at the same time, when you see the projection, this much portion is over here and this part is over here. So basically, if you consider this line, this is that rectangle. Same way, backside line, it is this rectangle. But if you consider this portion is till this point. So basically you can track this shape. This will be the shape of this. This is the front view part, and iska hi shape is over here. Same way here also you will find a shape like this if you take the projections down. So basically what I can observe over here is this is an inclined part. Okay, this is an inclined part. This is also an inclined part, which is actually inclined in the front view. Okay, and this is also inclined. This you can see in the front view, but in top view also you can see this portion is inclined. Actually this is also inclined. So basically in front view here you can see inclination. This is that part. And here you can observe this line. This is actually that part, and that inclination will also be visible in the isometric view. Okay, then here you can see one slot is there, and that slot, here you can, if you track the slot, take the projection over here, that slot is throughout. So basically this slot is throughout in the top view, and also in the front view you can see this hidden line. Now we will see the actual isometric drawing. See the solution of this. This is the solution. Now we will see the question and understand the solution. And here are some how to draw this, that also we will understand. Now you observe carefully. This is that rectangle. This is the first rectangle, and in the top view this is the corresponding shape. So in the top view here you can see the corresponding shape. It is there on top side also, and it will be there on bottom side also. Okay, so this line is representing this part, and this bottom line is representing this part. Next, here you can see this hole is there. This hole is throughout. So here also a hole is there. This hole will be throughout. Now I had explained you one more point. When there is a circular hole or any other type of slot, you need to check the height. Here what is the height of this slot? It is 15 millimeter. So once you have drawn this circle using iso circle, how you will draw this? See, first you will get a drawing part. I will explain you later. First we will compare the features. Then next, here you can see this rectangle. This rectangle, if you take the projection, it will be this complete rectangle in the top view. So basically in the front view, you will see this rectangle like this. This rectangle is over here in the main question. Okay, same way that on the back side also there will be a rectangle which is not visible in this isometric view. Next, here you can see this portion. This portion can be traced over here if you take the projection. This is that portion. Same way this will also be that portion. If you take the projections, you will be able to understand this. Now if you see the front view, this is the front view, you will be able to see the shape which is given in the front view. But if you see the top view, since this is inclined, here you can see this portion. This portion is basically showing that this is inclined and this is not vertical. Same way here also you can see this is not vertical, this is inclined, and this inclination is shown by this line. Here you can see this is the inclined plane. This will be the inclined plane on back side, and this will be on front side. This is front side, and here in this figure this is front side inclined plane. Now how you are going to draw this, understand. First you will draw the box. What will be the length? This length we have calculated. What is the length? 105. So this length will be 105. Then what is the height? 45. So height is 45, and the width is 60. So width is 60. So you will draw a box first which will be light like this. You will draw the box, and this box will be light. Then we will start from this point. Okay, this is the front view, and in case of front view this is the right part. So this is the right part. So basically this line is indicated by this line over here in the main drawing. So from here we will start vertically. We will draw 15 millimeter. Then we will draw this horizontal line. What is the dimension of this line? 45 plus 25, 70. So this will be 70 millimeter. Then again 15. See, basically all these lines, this line is isometric line which is parallel to this one. Then this line is also an isometric line which is parallel to this line of the box. But if you observe this line is neither parallel to length nor width nor height. Okay, so this is not an isometric line. These are isometric lines which are parallel to the box, or you can say parallel to the isometric plane. This is the right plane. So right plane will have this line, and this line is parallel to this line, which is a part of the plane. So this line is isometric line, whereas this line is not parallel either to the length nor width nor height. So this line is not an isometric line. Okay, so first I have drawn this vertical line, then horizontal, then this one and this one. So this box is completed. Now what I will do, I will draw this length. What will be this length? See, the total width which you can see in the top view, it is 60. And out of this 60, what is the diameter of this semicircle? It is 40. So 60 minus 40, you will get 20. So this much portion will be 10, this much portion will be 10, as the figure is symmetric. So this is 10, this is 10. So I will move in this direction. This direction will be 10. Same way on top side also, this direction will be 10. Now here you can see there is a change of surface. This is the left plane, and this portion is the part of right plane. So here plane is changing, that is why we will get an edge. Now from this point you will draw this line. Okay, what is the length of this line? This line is 15 millimeter. So this line you will draw 15 millimeter. Then you can dark this line also. Find the midpoint. This total is 60, midpoint will be at 30. From 30 draw a center line like this. Then next part is, once you have drawn the center line, what you can do, you can draw these two lines. What will be the length of these two lines? 15 millimeter. Okay, this is that line, this is one line, this will be 15. Then what you will do, what is the diameter of this semicircle? It is 40. So from this point, we have already got this point. So from here you will draw a line like this. It will be parallel to this edge. Okay, I mean the edge of the box. This length will be 20. Then you will draw 40 parallel to this. Then you will draw again 40. Then again 40 and then 20. Now join the longest diagonal and construct the isocircle. You know the process of constructing the isocircle. Like this you will get. Then you will keep the compass at this point, and you will draw this much portion of the arc. Then you will keep the compass over here and you will draw this much portion of the arc. Basically you will draw, this is the major portion of the arc and this is the small portion of the arc. So if you use that isocircle method by drawing the rhombus, instead of drawing all the four curves, since this is semicircle, you will only draw two curves. Now what we have drawn till now, we have drawn this much, then we have drawn this line, and this part we have drawn. Same way you can construct a rhombus over here and you can draw this circle also, which is there on the top side. Then once this is drawn, what you are going to do, see, this curve is the first curve of the isocircle and this part is the second curve. So basically whatever two center points you get, those points you will shift down by how much distance? 15 millimeter. And using that point as center, you will draw this curve first, and using the second point as the center, you will draw this curve. And then you will draw the vertical line over here and complete this part also, bottom part. Next, you observe, if I take the projection over here in the top view, this projection top view to front view, you can see this part, this rectangle and this rectangle. This rectangle projection matches with this length of 45. So basically this length will be 45, whereas what is the width of this? 10. So this length or this width will be 10. So basically here you can see two rectangles. Now why it is there on the top? Because if you see this front view, these projections match with this line. Here you can see this is the line in the front view. It is there on the top side. Okay, at the topmost point, means this point. And then you can see exactly this projection will become a rectangle in the top view. So what will be the length? Length will be 45. This length will be 45. This length, this one and this one. All these lines are 45. Whereas this width is 10 millimeter. So this width is 10, this width is 10, and in between gap is also 10. Here you can see the gap is also 10. So what you will do, from this topmost point you will move inside by a distance of 15. Same way from this side also you will move inside by a distance of 15, and then on the top plane you will construct these two rectangles. Now once this is drawn, you will simply join the top rectangle with the bottom rectangle like this and like this. Same way here also, this is the top rectangle. Here you will join it with this corner like this. Okay, next what you are going to do, this is the width part. So you will draw this width which will be light, and from here you will draw a vertical line. Wherever it intersect, you will draw an inclined line over here like this. This is basically, this point is there, it will also have a backside edge like this. Like this point has an edge over here, same way backside this point will also have an edge, but that edge is not visible from this side. But why we are drawing that? In order to draw this portion. So basically this small line will be parallel to this. So in order to draw this line, we need to draw this line first. Then once this is drawn, what we will do, see, I have to draw this inclined line in the front view, I mean, and in the top view I have to draw this part. Okay, so how I am going to draw this? So in the top side, this is the midpoint. Midpoint will be at this location. Okay, so you can draw a line over here if you want throughout the box, and this will be the midpoint. Okay, then same way bottom side also you will get a midpoint. This is that midpoint. Join this line. Okay, this will be a light line, projection line. Then I have to draw this slot. What is the length of the slot? It is not given. It is actually till this inclined plane, but the depth of the slot is given in the front view. So what I will do, I will draw a vertical line from the, see, I have this midpoint, I have this midpoint, this line is there. So I will draw a vertical line which is parallel to the height. Then I will draw a line which is parallel to length like this. Wherever it meets this midpoint to midpoint line, I will get a point over here. So from this point, I need to draw these two lines. Now what is the width of this line? It is given in the top view. What is the width? 10. See, from the center to this much portion, what will be the distance? Half of 10, 5, and 10, 15. So from here I will move a distance of 15 millimeter, and from here also 15 millimeter. So basically now I have this point, because I have already drawn this rectangle on the top plane. I have already drawn this. So I have this point, I have this point, and I have this line. So I will simply join these two lines and complete this part. Then next what I am going to do, I'll draw this line which is parallel to this line, and then I will draw this line which is parallel to this line, and then I will draw this backside edge which is parallel to width, and in this way that problem will be completed. Okay, now the important thing to note over here is there is a hole over here. Now here what might happen, you might see another circle over here inside like this. This is possible if this depth is not large enough. Okay, now right now if you consider, if you move this point, means if you draw a rhombus over here and if you move its center down, and if you try to draw the isocircle on the bottom plane, it will not intersect, I mean it will not uh, penetrate through this hole. That is why you will not see any edge over here like this. If this height is small like 5 millimeter, then you might see another circle in between this hole which is indicating this vertical plane. Is it clear?